really like forges. It sound like on the scratches. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. With it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you broke them all. Quarterback did an option instead of...
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins. Fielded about a yard deep. And some room to roam now.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Run.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd. It might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. On 1st down, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. To throw on 3rd down. Murray. And he finds Stills complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45, and it'll be territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. On first down, Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Flex round! Flex round!
Operating from the gun. Murray. He dumps it off to Drake. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's Murray, and it's caught by Parker. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Drake. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Wentz escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Raekwon McMillan able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amendola, he was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's
he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. From the gun, Murray. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And fights through one man. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Drops it off to Ajayi. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Ajayi with the benefit of a full training camp behind him, excelling in this Eagle backfield as they come up on first down. Right back to him with first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Forced out to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Drake will start the drive on the ground. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on second down. Murray. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun, Murray. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 23. Nice move at the 40. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. And he's got room. Ajayi escapes him. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, Wentz. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Robert Quinn in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Come on. 81.
Now Wentz. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, Murray. He sets to fire deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And it's taken in at the 9. And now running right through it. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Now Wentz. He's going to walk one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Pass incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. Throwing is Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Wentz going to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game now. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Parker the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Murray now looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. as the first half is winding down, and the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Ajayi's going to go. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Now Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Quincy Enunwa couldn't reel that one in, and it's 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off. He just got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Wentz. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Murray. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Back to throw. Murray. Quick throw. That's complete on the inside slant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray looking for the end zone, and he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On 3rd and short, Drake. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now it's a giant. Powerful running. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down for Philly. Wentz on target to Hollins.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
To throw is Wentz. Hurts over the middle. Oh, and now he bowls it. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 45 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Phillips busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Elliott good with a PAT. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They go play action here on first down. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing on first down. Murray. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, Murray. On the left side, this is Stills. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down. Murray sliding out of the pocket. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
We got three down. Come on now.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Ertz has it left side. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They run again with a jive. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles are pouring it on. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. It's complete. Stills. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Riley. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 3rd and 2, Murray. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nigel Bradham with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds Stills, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you? You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And that is incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They run with Ajayi. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jordan Phillips coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. On 1st and 10, Murray. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Murray. And over the middle, this is Parker. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Murray. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Derek Barnett able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for